Hello and welcome to Diaries of a Pixie Mama. I hope you like and subscribe and enjoy our channel. Let me love you. Hello, welcome back to Diaries of a Pixie Mama. Today is about my lovely daughter Aurora. She is 11 years old and she has been diagnosed with having ADHD and ODD. ODD is optional some obsess I can't pronounce it. I'll put it down in the link below what ODD stands for, but it's like something defiance disorders. Like she doesn't like to listen to people who have authority is what the definition pretty much says. So um yeah. And her psychiatrist believes that she might be on the spectrum, very low borderline, but nothing to say for sure that she has high functioning autism or anything. But he's going to monitor her, he said, but nothing to like put down yet. He believes she's borderline, but nothing to diagnose her about. We always felt that maybe she was on the spectrum when she was little because she did like the tippy toe walking and she just did really odd things that were odd to us at the time. Now we realize maybe they were linked to autism. And so I feel bad that we kind of like stopped her from doing them because now it's like you want your child to stem. And that's what she was trying to do, was her stimming is what it was. But we kind of like always sort of stop doing that, stop doing that, stop doing that. And eventually she trained herself to where she didn't do that. So it's kind of like oops on our part in a way. I didn't know at the time. I was so illiterate in autism world back then. I'm more knowledgeable now than I was then. So it all started when she was about 3, 4 years old. She was really hyperactive, tippy toeing all around around the house. She was very fidgety. Sorry, I just woke up like an hour and a half ago, so I'm brain fog. So we had her on like ADHD medicine when she was about 4 years old. And we had her on it for about maybe 6 months, but then we took her off of it because it really zombified her. And it was very complicated to try to get her to take her medicine because she didn't like know how to take pills. So we had to like open the capsule up and put it in like applesauce or pudding and stuff like that. Well, let's just say I ruined pudding for her. She doesn't eat pudding no more. It reminds her of doing that, or applesauce. And so, but now she takes pills with no problems and stuff. And so when we went and put her back on medication, she was in first grade, I believe, maybe second. I want to say first grade. We put her on medication. I cannot remember the medication that she was on. Can't think of the name. Excuse me, again, for yawning so much. Boy. So if I think of the medication that she was on, I'll put it down below in the description. And I don't think her medication box is down here. So I'll just link her medications that she takes down in the description box that she takes now. I know they upped her milligrams to believe, I think she's on 60 milligrams of what she takes right now. I want to say her medication is a generic form for Strattera, is what I want to say. But my daughter's saying it is. So I'll just double check on that after this video. And She's on a she also suffers from migraines. She started suffering from migraines about a year ago, so she's on medications to help keep her from having her migraines, and then she has medication to take when she does have her migraine. And so far, thankfully, knock on wood, she hasn't had any issues with that. But the strange thing is that if she does happen to get a migraine, we actually have a note from her doctor that says to take her to the emergency room and for her to be given oxygen, because he has read studies where some migraines are a cause of a lack of oxygen. So when you're giving a certain amount of oxygen for so many minutes, it takes away the migraine. So he says that he wanted us to try that. And if it turns out that it did work for her, then he would get us set up with an oxygen tank to have at home for her to use. And we'd get one set up for her to have at school to use. But we haven't had to use that part of her care yet. Thankfully. Thankfully. And but she's on a 504 plan because of her ADHD. And then we had the ODD added to it. We've had the 504 plan in place because she does have asthma. Around this time of the year till springtime, she has severe asthma. And so that's one reason why we got the 504 plan in place. So that way, like when it's really windy and yucky outside, she needs to stay inside. And so they've accommodated her. And like now that she gets migraines and stuff, she misses school due to her migraines. So the 504 plan is in place to help protect her from when she's missing school due to illnesses like her asthma, her migraines, and stuff like that. So they cannot pin it against her and do the whole truancy issue if she happens to miss too many days of school. And she's in 5th grade. She'll be in junior high next year in the school district that we're in. We got 2 different school districts where we live. One is from kindergarten to 5th grade. The other is kindergarten to 6th grade. The district we're in is kindergarten to 5th grade. So that's kind of exciting in a way to know that my baby girl's going into junior high. It's bittersweet because these 11 years have flown by so much, so fast. Her favorite color currently is like aqua teal blue. Growing up, it used to be pink. I named her after Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. And also, I love the Aurora Borealis colors, the effect in the sky. I've never seen them. I would love to see the Aurora Borealis. I've only seen pictures and videos. So, but that's another known fact that she was named after was Aurora Borealis. And her middle name is Renee, and she's named after my brother-in-law's sister. I always liked the name Renee. I've had friends named Renee, so I named her after my brother-in-law's sister. Well, I guess you could say is a sister and aunt to me. I'm not sure how that would work. Probably a sister, because if he's my brother-in-law, because he married my sister, so she'd be like a sister-in-law type situation. I don't know. Anyways, so my daughter's, I'm not going to say her full name, but it's Aurora Renee, and then her last name. And we live in Arizona. And, you know, it's just, as she's getting older, she's testing her patients. She's, you know, her hormones are changing, her body's changing, her body chemistry is changing. So as she's getting older, things are more difficult, more hard to handle. The mood swings, the tempers, the emotional sides of everything, the sensitivity, everything is changing and it's just making me go. So it's been hard, but she is such an awesome big sister. She loves her little brother. When she found out I was expecting, she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a big sister. Yay! I've always wanted to be a big sister. She was running around the room. It was cute. So, she's always been my princess. She's always been my baby. I've never thought I was going to have any kids ever. I've been married previously. I was on fertility medicine previously for like 6 months with one of my ex-husbands. And thankfully it never happened because it was medication that can cause multiple pregnancies or multiple births, I should say. And so I never got pregnant, thankfully. But I had tried with my past relationships to conceive, and nothing ever happened. So I was finally coming to the terms that I was always going to be an auntie and not a mother. Boy, was that changed up when I had moved away and tried to start over. I ended up getting pregnant. Her father and I didn't know each other for very long. I was living in Salt Lake City, Utah at the time. I was working as a security officer when I got pregnant with her. I had trouble receiving assistance in Utah because, according to their standards, I was making too much money. But yet I couldn't afford food that I needed to make sure I ate healthy and properly being pregnant. So I came back down to Arizona, and I've been here for 11 years. Wow, I've been back here for 11 years. Dang. And I miss Utah. I miss Salt Lake City. I miss the weather. I miss the snow. I'm a snow bunny stuck in the desert. I've lived actually in Salt Lake City 2 different times. Combined, made a year total. But that will be a whole nother topic when I record a video about me. And so I moved back down to Arizona, got everything set up, got my medical set up, got on food stamps, all that kind of jazz set up. And then her father decided to come down to be here for her baby shower and be here for her birth. That was a total mistake. I mean, not really a mistake, but her father has a lot of mental problems. He was having anxiety and did a bunch of stuff that he shouldn't have done and got himself in trouble. And he like totally wigged out on us. After I had her, he wigged out and got himself in trouble and ended up going to prison. And he lives in Arizona as well. He lives about 3 hours away from us. But he's never been in her life. The last time they physically seen each other, she was about 3 years old. They do video chat, they do text messaging with each other and stuff, but they don't have a father-daughter relationship like a father-daughter would have. You ask her who her daddy is, it's my husband. He's been in her life since she was 4. And so that's who she considers her daddy. And her father is very grateful that she has, my husband, has a father that she can look up to. I try not to use the father term with my husband because we use daddy with my husband and father with her birth father. But sometimes it's kind of hard because as she's getting older, kids tend to change calling their parents mommy and daddy to mom and father or mom and pop or whatever. So it's kind of hard to talk like that because she is getting older and everything. But whenever I do refer to her birth father, I refer to him as father. So just some information for you guys. But he has a lot of mental problems himself. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail on what his are. I know he has bipolar, ADHD, ODD, And he might have some other issues that are undiagnosed that we do not know. He was adopted, so his family is no bloodline to my daughter. So that's another reason why I keep communication open between us, because if anything ever happened to my daughter, I need to get a hold of him due to like medical situations. Like if she needed blood, they might be a match because I can't remember what my blood or my daughter's blood is. I think it's in my files. It's not something I know off the top of my head. And or if she needed anything else like a kidney or something, her father might be a match or something for those type of situations. But he's been in and out of mental institutions, so he's really, really, really has problems with the mental health. I have mental health problems as well. I have a mental disability. I was born 6 months prematurely, so I have cognitive delays. I grew up with the IEP and all that jazz. I have mental disabilities. As I got older, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and then when I was an adult, I was bipolar, then depression, then PTSD, then agoraphobia. So she's hit on both sides of mental health on the gene pool. So I'm hoping she's got my side of the gene pool because it's not as strong and severe as her father's side. So I'm glad we have her in a mental health um, program. She sees a great psychiatrist. In fact, I see the same psychiatrist for myself. And he's, really, really great. I mean, he eventually wants to see her be able to be off of medication with being able to handle and learning coping skills and stuff like that. That's his dream. That's his wish, is to see her to be able to graduate from having to be on medicine. But right now she needs the medication. And just how my daughter is. She's 11 years old. She loves playing Minecraft. She loves playing Roblox. She loves watching TikTok. She's likes playing around on Facebook and making YouTube videos of herself and posting them and stuff like that. She loves drawing. She's been in 4-H. She's taken a break this year from 4-H. She's done chickens and shooting sports. So, she's lived a very active life, very loving life. So, but if you have any more questions about my daughter, or anything else you would like to know, just put them down in the comments and I will see about trying to answering them for you guys. So, hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope you stick around and follow our journey. And we love you. Bye.